Have you ever looked back on a game of VASL and wondered, where did it all go wrong? Or, how did I manage to cement that victory? Well, I certainly have. Some playings have a steady inevitability about them, an accumulation of predictable incremental events. For many others, though, if you take any time to analyse what happened, there will often be a moment or series of connected events that are pivotal to the final outcome. In this series, we will spend a few minutes reviewing snippets of gameplay to identify and illustrate these critical moments under the microscope. Episode 1: Hidden Bazookas and Passing the Patsy. It's round 1 of the 2021 Illuminating Rounds ASL tournament, and I'm playing the attacking Germans in ASL Scenario U5, Point d'Appui, from MMP's A GI's Dozen. My opponent is Jason, and we're playing by email. It's early in the game, and Jason is responding to my initial movement of 108 Panzer Brigade half-track mounted units. This is the situation at the end of the German turn 1. He advances his 119th Infantry, carefully maintaining concealment to challenge my attack. This is the situation at the start of German turn 2. In this scenario, the very important 3 American bazookas are hidden until used by special scenario rule. And for the German player, this creates uncertainty and a dilemma. The first critical moment is not on the board or in the dice, but in my imagination. At least one of these counter-attacking units must have one of those killer bazookas. This leads to a series of moves aimed at saving my now endangered SPW 250/9, a unit I wanted to preserve. So, the plan hinges on firstly freezing the unit in 06K2 by using a vehicle bypass, risky with an open-topped AFE, and then moving into 06L1 hex to strip concealment and maybe even draw fire, but mostly then to allow bounding first fire from the threatened half-track into the then unconcealed unit. A pretty good chance to effect a break or a pin before it gets a shot off with that invisible bazooka. Moving a half-track, SPW 251/1, into bypass in 06K2, the next critical moment came when the American squad passed a pre-AFE attack task check. Yes, the Patsy, to enable it to use the reaction fire and attack the half-track in close combat. This is gutsy with a 6 morale unit, the failure to pass meaning a pin and an effective freeze. Jason rolled low again on the close combat table and the half-track was eliminated. The AMI squad was now free to fire outside its hex, meaning that follow-up manoeuvres were pinned by its fire, leading to further overcommitment of forces to strip concealment and enable that all-important bounding first fire. I then attempted to rescue the situation by trying to eliminate these units, but nothing came off. I just threw good money after bad. It's fair to say the dice were not favouring me with this series of connected events, and this just amplified the effect of these 2 critical moments. As losses mounted, initiative swung to the defender, and the opportunities to progress the attack were missed. The irony in all this is that there were no bazookas with these units at all. The worst possible outcome for the half-track, had I known, or assumed, that fact, was a stun result. I never really recovered from these losses and spent time avoiding a bazooka shot that was never possible. Was there luck involved? Of course, but the impact of that good or bad luck could have been avoided had I made a different decision about the probability or risk of the presence of a bazooka in one or both of those 2 units. For the record, I did capture the victory hex in 03Q8, but I was outnumbered in the end and did not have the resources to hang on against most of the intact American order of battle. So, well done to Jason, and good luck in round 2 of the tournament. I'll be back soon with another critical moment. Until then, roll low when it counts.